Okay, so if we come up and retest the breaker block, I'm going to take a short from there. Stops are going to be above this up close candle. Okay, so I'm in shorts there. Going to close around 80% at 803. Hold the runner for first presented gap. Very, very clean setup. Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm going to go break even now on this. Risk has been reduced. KTP1 smashed, beautiful. So I like to see TP1 hit. Break even on this now. Full TP will be at 779.25. So we'll see if she wants to run. Oh. Never mind, break even hit. That was a quick one there. Nice and easy. Straight to TP1 and then reverses and stops out at break even. Very, very clean trade. But yeah, what I went short off there is simply because NQ comes up, sweeps out previous day high. AS is already above previous day high and buy side. Also, AS mitigates a 4-hour bearish order block. Pardon me. Then we'll get a market structure shift on both assets with the gap. Entered as soon as AS retested the gap. TP1 got smashed to the tick. And then break even gets hit. Okay, so I've just seen another textbook sell model, what I am about to get inside of. So if we're doing versus gap on the 1 minute, I am going to enter short right there. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we'll see if we get a retest of that gap there. Give us a retest. Give us a retest. Come on, NQ. Very unfortunate, missed entry. We'll see if we do get a retrace though. And then we'll target these internal lows. Literally be textbook for a short. Okay, I'm watching. Getting ready to go short. Okay, went short right there. Going to target these equal lows. So let's see, because we've just taken the trade from before, that ended up hitting TP1, got stopped out at break even. Then I seen another clean setup because these equal lows are a clean draw on liquidity lower. So again, gonna scale 6 off at this low right here. And then we will hold a runner for final TP, which is at them equal lows. But yeah, let's see if we can get 2 W's in a row on the day. That'd be nice. Entered short as soon as price retested the inversion gap there on the 1 minute. Didn't wait for a retrace into this SIBI because the inversion gap came before the SIBI. So was clean enough to enter short there. Obviously we've got clean equal lows as well below price, which is even better. We've also inversed this gap on the 1 minute, so do believe we shall run. Okay, let's see if we can hit TP1. But yeah, I mean, I just have to hold a run off all these equal lows below price. So clean. Okay, so let's see if we can hit TP1. If we get a strong close below these 2 up close candles, I will go break even on the trade. I want to see a nice strong close though below these 2 up close candles, because I want to treat them as a bearish order block. Okay, so let's see. Not good enough. I want to see more of a displace below these, the up close candles. So I'm going to hold on to the position, hold stop loss where it is at the moment. But yeah, super clean displacement. Still haven't even mitigated any gaps on the 2 minute or the 3 minute. So, I mean, we've just mitigated the 2 minute there on a yes and the 1 minute. So we should fall back to the downside. We also have new week opening gap below price as well. And usually regular trading hours likes to revisit the new week opening gap. So Okay, just retested the inversion gap there on the 1 minute. Also mitigated the 3 minute SIBI. Okay, I want to see big moves to the downside from here after mitigating that 3 minute. Loving that wick. Let's see. I want to see this Bissy get ran through on the 1 minute. Very nice. So I want to see this low down here get broken below, and then we can look to trail stops next to break even at this high that is forming. Okay, for some reason my chart is froze. I don't know why it is doing that. Okay, very weird. But yeah, I want to see this Bissy get ran through. Don't want to see that gap get respected. And then I want to see us break below this low before we go break even on the trade. Okay, so it did respect that Bissy nicely there, unfortunately. Okay, so NQ's bumped above that high there, 1033. ES is holding below. So you can see that as a potential SMT. Just making sure that the stop loss is above that bearish order block for true invalidation of the model. 83.50, yeah. Want to see that bullish fair value gap get run through, but it's just poked inside of it there. Okay. Okay, nice. Want to see a clean displacement lower from here. Ideally, if we can close below this bullish fair value gap. I like how ES is still holding below that low at 1033 because we still have a bearish SMT there. Getting real close to inversing that gap. Okay, I want to see us run now. AS looking clean. Want to see NQ pick up more speed to the downside. Let's see where we are at in terms of the higher time frame dealing range. So if I get the... Okay, nice. So 50% of the current dealing range on the higher time frame lies around where our drawn liquidity is at those equal lows at 803. Very, very nice. Nice. So if ES or NQ breaks that low there, then I will trail stops to that recent high to reduce some risk off of the trade. But yeah, I love how we've just closed below that BISI there. We should start dumping from here. So let's see. Do currently have a SMT at these lows from 1035. NQ still hasn't taken that low. So I want to see NQ run it. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Now, next level, I want to see this 1030 low get broken to the downside on either asset. Then I can look to trail stop loss. Approaching TP1 as well. Okay, very nice. Stops are getting trailed to 878. See if we can poke below TP1 now on NQ. Just want to see down close candles. Don't want to see us retrace. We've already retraced, so okay. Also, we've printed a clean 30-minute on ES, so I will mark that out. Check the 15. Yeah. Very, very close to TP1. Very close. Nice. If you break this candle's low, I will consider trailing stops to break even on this. Yeah, perfect displacement on ES there. Perfect. Okay, so we're just taking that candle as low now on NQ. See if we can displace through it. Taking TP1. Let's see. So that low comes in at 2.9 flat. Watching ES as well on the right, because if ES takes full TP, then I will just close fully at there. Or at least go break even. Gunshell stops the break even now. Shouldn't stall from here, we should just be running that low. Can't see the P&L. Okay, about to get stopped out at break even, totally fine. I will just call it a day if we do get stopped there. Shouldn't be retracing like that. Okay, stopped out at break even there. I am just going to call it a day after that one, but 1W and 1 break even on the day. Very, very unfortunate that we got stopped out at break even on that one, because we were floating very nice risk to reward. I mean, up 1.79R, very, very close to TP1. And then, yeah, it's just reversed out of nowhere. So, is what it is. Overall green on the day, which is perfect. And that is me done for the day. Okay, I've had to take another trade for a day. What a clean setup this is. So SMT at the highs, SMT at internal highs. So if we get a retrace into this gap, I'm going to take a short. Want to see ES give that gap there as well. Getting ready to enter. As soon as ES ONQ mitigates the gap, that is where I'm in the trade. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm in there. I'm in the short right there.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, wow. Big displacements to the downside here. So I'm gonna take TP1 at 834. I'm gonna close around 8 there. And then whoa, that was out of nowhere. Okay, literally a textbook A plus setup as well. So okay, I want to see displacements to the downside after mitigating that gap. Okay, let's see. So I want to see that low at 11 a.m. get taken. Then I will trail stops to that high at 895.75. So if AS takes out that low, that's where I will trail stops. But yeah, such a textbook A plus unicorn model. Okay, my mouse is dying on me, which is not the right time at all to be dying. Don't like how NQ is accumulating while AS is descending lower. I want to see both assets move in tandem and displace at the same time lower. So Okay, AS has just displaced through that low there. Not going to trail stops on NQ yet. I want to see more of a displace on NQ. So let's see. Obviously full TP being at a 1 hour bullish imbalance, internal range. I'd actually be quite surprised if this does get stopped out, because this is literally a textbook trade. During second day macro as well, so time of day perfect as well. I just don't know why NQ is accumulating while AS is displacing lower. Okay, here we go. Nice. Now I'm going to reduce some risk and trail stops to that high at 895.75, because we are starting to displace lower now. Oh shit. Okay, I'm not getting wicked out today. I see what you're doing, NQ. I see what you're doing. So the reason I moved stops back to external range is because it looks like NQ is coming for a seek and destroy, because we're holding the SMT at the lows, which allows NQ to move above the swing high. Obviously, I'm willing to risk the extra 0.20 than get stopped out and then see it run without us. Obviously, stop loss is back at -1 so if that gets hit, it's literally a 1 loss, and we are still up on the day after the first win. So but yeah, it just looks to me that it's setting up for a stage of a quick poke above this high on NQ and then run, so I'm not risking that. But I don't know why price action has went quite sloppy out of nowhere on NQ. It's a bit strange. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's just poked above that high there that I was talking about. So now I'm expecting price to just displace. Obviously, I'm willing to risk the extra um, risk on the trade, having it at external range. But reason I trailed it from that high back to that high is because I was literally anticipating this move. Just a quick poke above the high on NQ and then dumps, dunks. So we should start seeing huge displacements from here. I've seen this happen many, many times. Actually, I think I've made up my mind. I think I'm going to close 9, 6, 3, 2, 5. Yeah, so I'm going to close 9 contracts at this busy here, which is below 50% of the current lower time frame dealing range that we're trading inside of. But yeah, still currently holding SMT at that high now on NQ from the 11 a.m. swing high. AS is holding below that, which is perfect to see. And then these extra 1 mini contracts, these are just bonus. Risk to reward if price does want to really run. And then as soon as we take that, if we do take out that 11 a.m. low, I will trail stops through that high at 96.50. But if we do take out that low, I'm expecting it just to run straight into our TP1, which is where I will go break even on the trade. So we've just formed an intermediate term high there on NQ. So I am going to trail stops to that high since it is already an intermediate term high. See, it's got a short term high to the left of it. What is that? Is that a short term high? Well, short term high to the left of it and a short term high to the right of it. So I've got the stop loss at that high because that is the invalidation of the trade if we were to take out that high. Like I say, we've already taken out the 11 a.m. high with this swing, so we shouldn't come all the way back up, take out that high and then dump, because we've already taken out the internal range liquidity. So wouldn't make sense of the market doing that. So let's see if we can start the dump now. Starting to get down closed candles, which is nice to see. TP1 rests around. I'm sick of doing that. TP1 rests around 1.29 risk to reward. So decent. Obviously, I am expecting price to just flush through this busy and continue lower, but always like to take a partial internal range just to lock in some profit and then trail stops to break even. But yeah, so far so good. We are running nice and clean. Let's see if we can flush lower now. Come on, NQ. Now this down close candle right here is a breaker block. Okay, so we just retraced. Oh wow. Come on, NQ, don't get sloppy now. Okay, so far looks like a healthy retrace, rebalancing the imbalances. Very nice wick. That's actually perfect. Wow, that is perfect. Now let's see if we can hit TP1. Okay, taking that low now at 11 a.m. Approaching TP1. Okay, TP1 smashed. Very nice. Trailing stops to break even now. Anything else is just a bonus on the trade. But yeah, very nice. Okay, nice. So we'll get the executions on the chart. So first trade over to the left, that was our TP1 hit and then got tagged out at break even, so secure profit on that trade. Second trade stopped us out at break even, and then we're in this third trade right now. Okay, looks like we're going to get tagged out at break even. Totally fine. We have taken profit out of the day very nicely. I think we're up overall 2R on the day, so perfect stuff.
Order filled.
Okay, stopped out at break even. That is me definitely done on the day this time. So 2 wins and 1 break even done for the day. Perfect stuff. This last trade was definitely A plus, and that is why I take partials at internal range liquidity. Again, swing low to swing high, look below 50% of the dealing range, eyeballing that the 1 minute BISI there as well as the swing low. TP1 smashed, and then again break even hit. So done for the day, and I will be back for tomorrow's trading.